This Airbnb looked like a cozy little country spot, but within 48 hours, I had ants in the kitchen, I couldn't cook properly, and for over $1,000 for 7 days, it just wasn't worth it at all.
All right, so I'm in Indianapolis Airport, Indiana, just landed, just got my rental car, and I'm on my way to an Airbnb just outside the city. It's cost me $1,073 for 7 days. It has 5 stars, but only 22 reviews, so I am a little bit skeptical, forgive me, because I have been burnt many times in the past when someone had 5 stars, but they only have between 20 and 30 reviews. Now, I am optimistic, and I'm quite excited about this one. The pictures look great, the reviews look amazing, everyone is bigging up the host, saying they are fantastic, so let's go and see what it's all about. Okay, so I'm staying just outside Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm actually in the middle of nowhere, in the boonies. What's the first impressions then? Well, I've been here about 90 minutes now. It's nice. It is a very small, homemade shed stroke country house. It is very small though, I will say that. But it's clean, it's sterile, it smells fine. It seems to have everything that I need so far. The only things I would note so far that I'm a little disappointed with is the temperature. It's cold here, my feet are freezing. There's a wall-mounted unit you can see there, which goes to tell you the type of property this is. And also, the size of this place is very small. For nearly $1,100 for 7 nights, or 7 days rather, that to me seems a lot. So that kind of irks me a little bit, but I'm optimistic about the rest of the stay. You know, I've got to share this really special how they've left a selection of muffins. I think that's a piece of cake or something. She said they're homemade from somewhere local, I think, and some bananas there. Thought that was such a nice touch. She seems a very homely woman and wants to really help people. And then a bottle of wine from a local winery, which I thought was another beautiful touch that not everybody does. In fact, very little do. And then they've got a tub of chocolates there. So very nice. Okay, so it's the morning after the first night. How did I sleep? It was okay. The bed is comfortable. Pillows are not very comfortable. Temperature was fine, although the wall unit you can see there is one in the bedroom. It was clicking all the time. I don't know why that was. I changed all the settings and it was constantly just kind of making a noise, like a circulation or a clicking noise, which is a little bit off-putting and quite annoying, to be honest, so I could have done without that. And then there is a sign in the bedroom, or she's wrote out on a little sort of mini chalkboard, saying, can you keep the bedroom door open to allow the air to circulate, which is fair enough. But doing that, there is visible light coming through the front door. There is a pane of glass going over the front door, and there is like a street lamp literally outside the front door, and that was shining through as well. There was a colony of ants, I'm looking at one right now, all over and around the plug socket near the cooker and all down sort of the side wall area as well, near the toaster. They were all around the muffins that the host left me, which was very nice of them, all around the bananas and trying to be around my food that I've brought as well. Massive inconvenience. No ant repellent spray. So I had to be inventive and use dishwash soap and some water and smother the areas and wipe down all around the socket and all down the side of the wall and everywhere around it. And of course, some stragglers are still coming through. Massive inconvenience because I was just about to prep some meat and I actually saw some of these sugar ants right near my meat as well. I've been here a little over 24 hours and what's my first impressions so far after a day? It's okay. It is what it is. It's a small shack, housey thing. It's not that impressive to me, honestly. It's cute. It's very small. I don't feel like I'm at home here. I don't feel comfortable at all here. You know, because when you're in a house or a home, you want that kind of space, and the pictures were quite deceiving. You know, I thought it'd be a bit bigger than it is, but it's very small. Wouldn't come here again. for various reasons. Very, very shy on utensils. Again, like pans, pots, knives seems to be an issue. If you're watching and you're an Airbnb host, get some knives for goodness sake. And again, I just feel like they've given the bare bones. Very, very old utensils, very old cutlery, just kind of, oh, well, we used these 25 years ago, 30 years ago, instead of trashing them or giving them to charity, we'll put them in the house. That's how I feel. I'm just being raw in the moment. Good parts, it's clean. 1000% not worth the money. There is no way on God's green earth this is worth $1,063. Not whatsoever. Okay, another update. Slept okay-ish. Bit of a weird night, to be honest. My lower back is incredibly sore. Pillows are just abysmal and diabolical. They're worse than hotel pillows, if you know what I'm saying. If you know, you know. So again, hosts, if you're watching this, get better pillows. It's not difficult. Just invest a little bit. You have to remember, hosts, this is supposed to be someone's home away from home. But it's at this point where you start to realize more and more things are going wrong with the Airbnb, or actually what is going really well. Usually sort of day 2, day 3, you start to really realize a pattern emerges. I'll just say it like that. All right, so I'm checking out tomorrow morning, so I'm going to give a final review. So what went well and what do I like about the place? It's cozy, all right? It's a little bit showroomy, very cozy. The sofa's quite nice. It is very nice. I mean, I'm not knocking it. They have tried. The hosts have definitely tried. But really, there isn't really a lot to find positive. The reality is it's so small for the cost. $1,063 for 7 days is an absolute rip-off for a place this small. And I have stayed in 3-bedroomed, 4-bedroom detached properties in other states that were less than this or about the same price. So it's an absolute joke. They didn't have the right cookware. Of course, they didn't have a sharp knife so I could cook my food with. They didn't have a knife sharpener. They're missing all the little bits. And I feel like people who come to stay here purely come because they are either getting a weekend away with their partner, maybe a 2 or 3 night stay, or they're going to a function like a wedding or a birthday party or something. No one would really come to this area unless they needed to, or they had some kind of function going on. So yeah, if I was here for 2 or 3 nights, I would give it a way higher scoring and I would think a lot more of the place. But the thing is, people who are here for 2 or 3 nights purely eat out. They don't eat like me. When you're here for 7 days, this place is just not fit for purpose for 7 days. The kitchen sink is abysmal to use. It is small. It is a weird clunky shape. It looks like it's something from the 1800s in all honesty. Hosts, set up the Airbnb exactly like your own home. And what I mean by that is include every single thing. Yes, even the minor ones, because they are an absolute nightmare when you're someone like me who's staying for a week and it's just not available. The ants weren't a good thing. They came after the second day and it took them a couple of days to get the pest control guy out, who has remedied them, to be fair. I've seen spiders. I've seen a few ants here and there crawling about and flies because it's just a fly trap outside the front door. And that really didn't add to my stay and make me feel very good. The bed is okay. The pillows are absolute garbage. And again, hosts, get better pillows. You would not sleep on something like this. The only positive I can give from this place really is that the hosts were very, very nice. My job is not to rate the hosts, it's to rate the actual place I'm staying. And yes, fair enough, the place is an extension of the hosts, but it's not the hosts. But overall, I'm going to be generous and I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, even though I feel I should give it a 5 out of 10, to be honest. Would I come back here? Absolutely no way in hell would I come back to this place. Wasn't the worst place in the world. And if you look at the reviews of this place, most people have stayed for 3 days or less, which again doesn't give a true representation and an accurate representation of what it's like to live in it. On that note, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and maybe share it to someone if they fancy having a laugh on my behalf. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next one.